Italy, France, and China as of 2017. Now, with the international reach of streaming by satellite and the internet, we are approaching the original definition of television. Tele, from the ancient Greek meaning far, and Latin visio, meaning sight. That ideal of distant vision goes back to the 1900 World's Fair in Paris, when a Russian scientist presented a theoretical device described in French as television. Decades later, when Philo Farnsworth, an American scientist, developed electronic television, he declared it would bring peace to the world. He believed that when people everywhere could see each other, countries would abandon war. Clearly, we haven't done well with that since the 1920s, but neither has television approached its global capacity until recently. From my travels, I remember rows of one-room houses on the outskirts of an African city that have no electricity and no plumbing. For toilets, they use long drops, extremely deep holes in the ground. Yet, each one-room house, every single one, has a TV dish on its roof. They run on car batteries, I was told, and satellite service costs the equivalent of $100. That may be a quarter of a month's pay for some of these families. But it's the way to access quality shows, mostly from America and, increasingly, China. I asked my insightful African guide, why are they willing to pay for television when they can't afford a toilet? Priorities, she answered. So it isn't just me and my American bubble trying to keep up. Experiencing 21st century television feels like witnessing the Big Bang. Maybe the explosion began when HBO launched original series with Oz in 1997 and followed with The Sopranos in 2000. Or it began when Netflix streamed House of Cards in 2013 and followed with Orange is the New Black, so all episodes could be downloaded at once, anytime, anywhere. Or it happened when Amazon, that isn't even an entertainment company, surprised everyone with quality original shows like Transparent, followed by every other entity you can imagine leaping into the originals pool. Or was it really signaled when television lifted off from Earth via satellites and scripted series reached the entire globe? Does it all come down to the great convergence of broadcast with the internet? Or is it something more that has to do with evolving human consciousness? It's all those happening at once. So rather than a single bang, we're in the midst of fireworks, one after another, and more are on the way. I remember a simpler time when the first edition of Writing the TV Drama Series was published in 2005. The rules of TV were knowable and clear. Our dramas had 4 acts with commercial breaks every 13 minutes or so. A network TV season was usually 22 episodes that ran from September to May, and viewers sat on living room couches to watch their TV sets, tuning in their favorite programs when they were scheduled. Back then, I wanted to tell you how to get into this field and do good work once you're here. That much remains. By the second edition in 2007, many of the rules had changed, but the rules were still clear. On broadcast TV, our drama shows went to 5 or 6 acts. Basic cable was offering scripted series that followed traditional paradigms. On premium cable, HBO and Showtime always won the critical awards, and their commercial-free model had become a distinct form of its own. Pilot opportunities for new writers had blown open, but the pilots themselves were written and made the same way they'd always been. Back then, I wanted to tell you how to use the new